bite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
So gay.
Kicks you or fix you?
Kicks you. Kicks you.
I'm gonna try and kick you. Welcome back.
Who is this person?
Somebody you've never met before, but I think I've talked about him once or twice. Mr. Coby. I wanted to bring my brother into the mix here because of today's topic. Today we're gonna talk about having gay siblings. You all know that Rachelle's gay or lesbian. Can you guess what Coby is?
Do you want me to say it? Or
I think we're gonna let Coby introduce himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am bisexual.
Would you have believed it?
There are people that I just like, and sometimes they happen to be women and sometimes they happen to be men, and I just can't decide sometimes.
Okay.
I think we're all mostly attracted to personality.
I think that's where society's heading. Like, I would like to think that one day we're all doing that.
I first want to break down, in your opinion as somebody who is bisexual, what that means for you and when you started to notice that it wasn't just, oh, I'm gay or I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
There is something in between.
Growing up, I remember being attracted to girls as a young kid. But then as I got older, I noticed guys as well. And
Puberty hits.
I was denying it for a long time. But then I could never forget that there was also the women some women, not all women, that I was attracted to as well. And so that's truly where I stand now.
Bisexuality can also mean somebody who's what they're calling pansexual. So you're attracted to a personality. 'Cause I will say, it's important that the person has a penis.
Whereas for me, I see a person or I'm with a person and I feel whatever they're giving off to me, that's what attracts me. Right now, I think I've been in a long-standing phase of attracting to men, simply because it's a little more unfamiliar to me.
What are you noticing people are saying about you exploring? Are they just like, you're gay? Or are they saying, go for it?
Sometimes they're surprised. Sometimes they're like, oh, I didn't know that you were gay.
And then what do you say?
And then I say, well, yeah, I am. If they're willing to listen, I will tell them the whole story.
I could say that I didn't believe in bisexuality until I found out that Coby
exactly.
was so
I always thought it was just like a middle ground of people trying to like soften
Figure
the
it
blow.
out.
If I truly was gay at this point, I would just say that.
Since knowing that you are, I've met more people where I live that are also exploring it and not labeling
it.
themselves gay or
And that,
straight.
I mean, that takes a lot of courage to be able to just say like, I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with.
You could be a straight person who is married and like has everything that the typical straight couple has, and yet still be attracted to the same sex.
And still call yourself a
occasion.
bisexual.
It's actually the most freeing place I could ever be in, because I can truly explore anything and not feel like anybody is judging me, and I'm certainly not judging myself. So
Yeah. If you can find the courage to talk about it with somebody or express that you're not just cut from the same cloth, nobody is.
In life in general, like it's not about having this or that. It's we can have both. We can explore both. We can,
Exactly.
and that's how we can find the clarity of what we actually want.
because I'm experiencing it, I want to talk about it, and I want to find people who want to talk about it, because I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's so new.
It is a very huge conversation of our generation. And like we talk about it with our parents, which is hilarious.
We do quite often, actually.
Yeah.
Because they would have never talked about it with their parents. It's just like the generations have changed
Totally.
in terms of
Yeah.
Totally changed.
comfort levels. As siblings, we all came out at different times, which I think was an interesting experience for my parents. My dad was like, you know, it just would have been easier if y'all would have come out at the same time.
I think they would have slightly died in that moment.
He was slightly joking, I think. So I came out first. Rochelle was this is where it gets a little hazy.
Because Coby talked to our mother first about his curiosity. But I wouldn't say that was like a full-on coming out. Maybe soften the blow a little bit too. We were shocked that you had the courage to do that, because it's a scary thing. I had a conversation with you and I was like, Coby, I'm gay. And then literally you're like,
I kinda am too.
So technically,
They
in
came-
terms of coming out, Rachelle was second and Coby was a close third.
Close
I
third.
feel like we're
And
tied.
maybe tied.
Yeah.
But like, more publicly, I would say.
Oh
Rachelle.
yes, I was
Yeah.
much more public than you.
I've been a very slowly
I wouldn't even say
evolved
you've really,
coming out.
yeah, I wouldn't say
It's so connected to your personality.
mine is like this until the last possible moment that
Yeah.
I finally tell everybody.
And I just
And you just
blow
gave-
the lid off.
Yeah.
Within one family, every way is your own way and is the perfect way for you. I wouldn't change any of this.
No,
No.
never.
And I don't think our parents would want to change any of it either. I want to encourage everybody that watches the channel. For right now, in 2015,
It still
I
does.
think if you can find the courage to talk about it with somebody or express that you're not just cut from the same cloth, like nobody is. Whatever measures that means for you, that's so important because it allows you to grow.
It allows you to have the freedom to be who you are so that when that person does come along that you want to be with, you can be with them.
Being able to be honest in that way and not feeling like you have to hold anything back is just it's such an important feeling for me.
Now you know that within one family, there's 3 gay people, and we're all very different. Thank you for watching. We finally got to do this. Take care. It's lesbian. Do 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 do.
Bye.
And y'all stay fabulous now.